Only Thailand English Podcast, because Thailand is full of fun and fascinating stories, and we want the whole world to enjoy them with us.
Hello everyone, my name is Poopa ครับ
Hi everyone, I'm Fa ค่ะ Welcome to Only Thailand English Podcast, the podcast that takes you deep into the hidden stories, cultural insights, and everyday moments of Thailand that you probably won't find anywhere else.
That's right. Whether you are a tourist visiting Thailand for the first time, someone who loves Thai culture, or an English learner looking for fun and meaningful listening practice, this podcast is made for you.
Exactly. And today, the topic we're going to talk about is talking about exercise in Thailand.
In some countries, exercise may begin with a cold morning, a quiet gym, and a serious fitness plan. But here in Thailand, sometimes exercise begins with a hot evening, a public park, loud music, and one auntie dancing with more energy than all of us.
That is so true. And I think exercise in Thailand is not only about health. It also shows how we live with the weather, how we use public spaces, and how we enjoy doing things together.
Exactly. When we talk about exercise here, we are also talking about daily life. We are talking about people walking in parks after work, students playing football in school fields, office workers joining gyms, older people doing light exercise in the morning, and friends inviting each other to move a little before eating a big dinner.
Wait, that sounds very Thai already. Exercise first, food later.
Of course, sometimes exercise is just preparation for dinner. We run for 30 minutes and then we say, okay, now we deserve noodles, grilled chicken, and maybe dessert.
But that balance is real. Many of us want to be healthy, but food is also a big part of happiness here. So exercise in Thailand often feels practical, social, and a little flexible.
One thing visitors may notice quickly is the time of day. Because Thailand is hot, many people do not want to exercise under strong afternoon sun. It can feel too heavy, too bright, and honestly, too sweaty.
So morning and evening become the best times?
Yes, early morning is common for people who like a calm start. You may see people walking around a park, doing gentle stretching or jogging before work. Evening is also very popular, especially after the sun goes down a little. The air may still be warm, but it feels easier to move.
I remember seeing many people walking around public parks in the evening. Some people walk fast, some walk slowly, and some just talk with friends while walking. It feels relaxed, not too serious.
That is a good point. Exercise here does not always look intense. For many people, walking is enough. It is not about having perfect sports clothes or a perfect body. It is about moving, sweating a little, and feeling better.
For English learners, this is a natural way to describe it. People often exercise in the morning or evening because the weather is cooler. That sentence is useful if you want to explain Thai daily life to international friends.
And the takeaway is simple. In Thailand, exercise often follows the rhythm of the weather. We do not fight the heat too much. We work around it.
Another thing I love is public exercise in parks. It can feel very lively. In some places, you hear music, you see people moving together, and it almost feels like a small community event.
Yes, public parks are very important for exercise here. In many cities, parks are not only green spaces. They are places where people walk, run, stretch, play sports, meet friends, and relax after a long day. Some parks even have outdoor fitness machines, so people can exercise without paying for a gym.
Some of those machines look simple, but when you try them, you suddenly realize your arms are not as strong as you thought.
Very true. And I like that parks make exercise feel open and friendly. You may see teenagers playing basketball, office workers jogging, grandparents walking slowly, and families bringing children to play. Everyone uses the same space in their own way.
That is one beautiful thing about it. Exercise becomes less lonely. Even if you go alone, you're surrounded by people doing the same thing.
I used to go jogging in the evening, and I always saw the same people. I did not know their names, but after a while, we recognized each other. A small smile, a small nod, and suddenly the park felt familiar.
That is such a local feeling. For travelers, visiting a park in Thailand can show a side of daily life that is not only about temples, beaches, or shopping malls. It shows how people actually spend normal time.
Exactly. And if you visit, just be respectful. Walk on the correct path, avoid blocking runners, and bring water. In our weather, water is not optional. It is your best friend.
For English learners, a useful sentence is, "You'll often see people exercising in public parks after work." This phrase helps you describe something common in Thailand without sounding too formal.
The takeaway here is that parks in Thailand are not just quiet places. They can be social, active, and full of everyday life.
What about gyms? I feel like gym culture has become more popular, especially in cities.
Yes, definitely. In bigger cities, many people go to gyms in shopping malls, office buildings, condominiums, or fitness centers. Some people want strength training, some want weight loss, some want group classes, and some just want air conditioning.
Air conditioning is a very powerful motivation.
It really is. When the weather outside feels like a warm blanket you did not ask for, an indoor gym feels very attractive. But gym culture also connects to modern lifestyles. People are more aware of health, body strength, and stress relief.
I think for office workers, exercise can also be a way to release pressure. After sitting at a desk all day, moving your body feels like restarting your mind.
That is true. And nowadays, many younger people enjoy different types of exercise. Some like weight training, some like running clubs, some like cycling, some like yoga or dance classes. Some people join Thai boxing classes for fitness, not because they want to fight, but because it is fun, energetic, and connected to Thai culture.
Thai boxing for exercise is interesting because it mixes tradition and fitness. For visitors, it can be a memorable experience too, as long as they choose a beginner-friendly place and listen carefully to the trainer.
Yes, and there is no need to feel embarrassed if you are new. Everyone starts somewhere. The first time can feel confusing, but after a while, you understand the rhythm. Also, you will probably sweat more than you expected.
That should be printed on the door of every fitness place in Thailand. You will sweat more than you expected.
Very honest advertising.
For English learners, try this sentence. I like to exercise indoors when it's too hot outside. It is simple, natural, and very useful in Thailand.
And the takeaway is that exercise in Thailand can be traditional, modern, indoor, outdoor, serious, or casual. It depends on the person and the situation.
I also noticed that many people in Thailand exercise in a very social way. It is not always something we do alone with headphones.
Yes, group exercise is common here. You may see people joining dance exercise in a park, friends playing badminton, neighbors walking together, or families going to a sports area. Exercise becomes a reason to meet people.
I used to see groups of older women doing dance exercise in the evening. They looked so happy and confident. The music was loud, the movements were clear, and everyone followed along.
I respect them so much. Their energy is amazing. Sometimes young people think they are fit, and then they see aunties exercising for 1 full hour without stopping. That is a humbling experience.
Very humbling. But it also shows that exercise can be joyful. It does not have to feel like punishment.
Exactly. In our daily life, many people are not trying to become athletes. They just want to stay active, meet friends, reduce stress, and feel healthy enough to enjoy life. That is a very Thai kind of balance.
For travelers, joining a simple group activity can be a nice way to feel local life. You do not have to be perfect. Just be polite, follow the rhythm, and smile.
And for English learners, you can say, exercise is also a social activity here. This is a useful sentence when you want to explain that exercise is not only about fitness, but also about community.
So the takeaway is that exercise in Thailand often connects people. It is about health, but it is also about friendship, routine, and shared space.
Now let's move to our English Learner Corner.
Yes, This is where we take today's topic and turn it into useful English you can actually use when talking about exercise, travel, and Thai daily life.
The first phrase is, it's common to. You can use this when you want to describe something many people do. For example, it's common to exercise in the evening in Thailand. This sounds natural and simple.
That phrase is very useful because it helps you explain culture without saying everyone does the same thing. It's common to means many people do it, but not all people.
The second phrase is, you'll often see. This is useful when you describe what visitors may notice. For example, you'll often see people walking or jogging in public parks. It is great for travel conversations.
Yes, and it sounds friendly. You can use it when giving advice too, like, you'll often see outdoor fitness machines in some parks. It helps the listener imagine the scene.
The third phrase is, I like to, before. This helps you talk about your own routine. For example, I like to go for a walk before dinner. It is simple, personal, and easy to use in daily conversation.
And in Thailand, that sentence can be very real. Many people may walk before dinner, then enjoy food after. You can also say, I like to stretch before work, or I like to exercise before it gets too hot.
The fourth phrase is, it depends on the weather. This is very useful in Thailand because the weather affects many daily choices. For example, I usually exercise outside, but it depends on the weather.
That phrase sounds natural because it shows flexibility. In real life, plans change. Maybe it rains. Maybe it is too hot. Maybe the evening feels nice. So you can say, it depends on the weather, and everyone understands.
Try using these 4 phrases when you talk about exercise. It's common to, you'll often see, I like to before, and it depends on the weather. They are useful, simple, and very natural.
And you can use them beyond today's topic too. You can talk about food, travel, daily routines, culture, and many other things in Thailand.
So today we talked about exercise in Thailand, but really we talked about much more than exercise. We talked about how the weather shapes our routines, how public parks become part of everyday life, and how moving our bodies can also connect us with other people.
I really like that. Exercise here can be practical, social, flexible, and fun. It can be a morning walk, an evening jog, a gym session in air conditioning, a group dance in the park, or a friendly game with people you know.
And for English learners, today's episode gives you useful ways to describe daily life. You can explain what is common, what visitors may notice, what you like to do, and how weather affects your routine.
So here's our question for you. If you have visited Thailand before, have you noticed people exercising in parks, gyms, or public spaces? And what English phrase from today would you like to try using?
You can share your thoughts, your exercise routine, or your travel memories in the comments. We always enjoy hearing how you experience Thailand from your own point of view.
Thank you for listening to us today. We hope this episode helped you understand another small but meaningful part of Thai daily life.
Because Thailand is full of fun and fascinating stories, and we want the whole world to enjoy them with us. See you again next time on Only Thailand English Podcast. Goodbye. Sawasdee krap.